Security program on spreadsheets, new regulations piling up, and audit dread? It's time for Vanta. Vanta automates security and compliance, brings evidence into one place, and cuts audit prep by 82%. Less manual work, clearer visibility, faster deals, zero chaos. Call it compliance or call it compliance. Get it? Join the 15,000 companies using Vanta to prove trust. Go to vanta.com/calm.
Oh my God, are there still more things I need to give up in order to be successful? Yeah, but only 3.
Welcome.
Okay, here's the question.
Serious?
How are we dark horses? You know, the ones everyone is betting against, the ones they don't expect to win, place, or even show on the track, and they'll even laugh on us when we talk about trying. How do we show the world our greatness and triumph?
Come on.
Well, that's the question, and this podcast will give you the answers.
Let's go.
This is The Dark Horse Entrepreneur. My name is Tracy Brinkman.
And push it up.
All right, my Dark Horse friends and family, welcome back to your daily dose of Change My Life in 15 minutes or less learning. I'm your Dark Horse host, Tracy Brinkman, and you, well, that's infinitely more important. You are a driven entrepreneur, and you are here because you are ready to start, restart, kickstart, or just start leveling up with some great marketing, personal, or business tips and results in order to build that beautiful business of yours into the empire it absolutely deserves to be. And that's why I'm here. Wow, good speaking, right? That's why I'm here hitting you with another daily success episode on the Dark Horse Entrepreneur as we dive deep into success with actionable tips, advice, and steps designed to help you level up your game, because as we already know, there's no shortcut to success except for taking those little steps towards your goals every single day. All right, I've got what I hope is the last 3 things that you need to give up in order to be successful. And here's the deal here. You know, I think, can you be successful and still keep doing these things? Well, yeah, sure. Why not? Would it be harder to be successful and continue to do one or multiple of these things? Yeah, of course. Would it be easier to reach your success if you give up these things one at a time, all at once, a little over time? Yeah, absolutely, because a lot of these things here are detractors from your success. All right, so let's get to these last 3 that I got here for you. The next thing, ladies and gentlemen, that you're going to have to give up on in order to achieve the success that you really in your heart want to achieve is you're going to give up on toxic people. I personally went through this one, and I can tell you it was a huge weight off my shoulders to shift from the seat. We've all heard that saying, and I think it originally came from Jim Rohn, that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. The people we spend the most time with kind of influence who we are, who we become, who we stay. So if you're hanging around these toxic people, they are going to directly or indirectly influence the direction that you take, or don't take for that matter. I mean, think about it. There are people in your world that are less accomplished in their personal lives and their professional lives. And then there are people that are more accomplished than you in their personal or business lives. And if you spend time with those people who are behind you, you could, and quite probably will, be left behind. If you spend time with the people who are more accomplished than you, people that are out there ahead of you, 1 step, 2 step, 5 steps, 150 steps, well, then you'll start chasing to catch up with them. You'll start learning from them and achieving your desired level of success faster. So the real thing to do here is to be brave and look around you. And who are the toxic people in your life right now that you really need to give up on? And I know, trust me, I speak from personal experience here. Sometimes those toxic people are a little closer in your life than you would like. And you might need to make some big changes. Now, this next one here is also one that I battled with for a long time. As you all have heard on numerous occasions, my father was a lifetime member of the United States Armed Forces, and by that I mean he retired after 23 years in the United States Army, and we moved a lot, and I used humor to gain new friendships in whatever new place we settled into here in the United States or abroad over in Germany, and that developed this almost need to be liked. And so this is the next one we have to give up. You have to give up your need to be liked. I mean, you could think about this as being a marketable niche, right? There are people out there who will like a given niche, and there are people out there that won't. If you think about it, from a marketing message, there are people out there that are going to like your marketing message, and they're going to resonate with it, and they're going to raise their hand and say, "Hey, take my money, please." And there are going to be people that do not resonate with it, and they're just going to look at you like Nipper and the RCA dog with their head tilted like, what the hell? So, I mean, no matter what you do, you're not going to be able to please everybody. It's just a fact. It's just entirely natural. All right? You're going to have haters, and you're going to have lovers, and haters are going to hate, and lovers are going to love. No matter where you are in your rise up the ladder of success, you're going to have haters. You could be on that first rung, and you are still going to have haters, and you're going to still have people that think you are the bomb. So at the end of the day, the one thing you've got to do, and you've heard me say this, is you have to stay true to you, stay authentic, improve yourself, provide value every day, and know that you're growing your number of haters. I mean, it means you're doing all the right things. If you're getting more haters and more lovers, you have just stepped up to the next rung on that ladder of success. All right, here it is. The last thing you're going to have to give up in order to be successful. You're going to have to give up on your dependency on television and social media. And, what's really sad about this is at the time I'm recording this, it's, a week after the 2020 election. And of course, television and social media have been playing a huge part of the United States landscape before the election, with the COVID scares and then the riots. And oh my gosh, was it murder hornets were a part of the play for a while as well? And there's all kinds of stories and theories that could be wrapped around that. I think at the end of the day, you could say impulsive web browsing and social media carousing and television watching are just diseases of today's society. And there's big businesses that is leveraging that to keep you where you are. You probably don't want to be using these two as an escape from your life or an escape from your goals. And if you do, use them for a short, controlled period of time. Hey, I'm going to sit down here and I'm going to watch these couple of shows. I heard, this must have been 20 years ago. I was listening to Zig Ziglar live up on stage, and he wasn't pro television. He wasn't not pro television. He was like, plan it out. Say, hey, here are the shows I'm going to watch. Bing, bang, boom. I'm going to watch this show, this baking show. I'm going to watch this, hey, home improvement show. And I'm going to watch this drama show because I just love it. And then turn it off, right? I think what happens is we watch a show or we get on one mode of social media. Oh, I'm going to check this out. And I'm going to check that out. Oh, and next thing you know, you're down some rabbit hole and 2 hours have gone past, right? Same thing happens with TV. Oh, that was a good show. Let's see what else is on, right? And the next thing you know, your evening is shot. So I think unless your success or your goals depend on either social media or television, you need to minimize, like I said, and control it. I mean, there's lots of good things on TV, and I enjoy a number of programs, right? But you need to minimize or, eliminate, you could do that too, your dependency on them. And there's the key, is your dependency. And direct that time towards things that are going to drive you towards the life that you really want to enjoy. All right, there you have it. 3 more things you need to give up in order to really reach the level of success that you're shooting for. I'll probably end up coming with some more. I'm sure I'll hear from you all out there in podcast land or in the Dark Horse Tribe, some things I have forgotten. Maybe we'll do a follow episode on this later on. But tomorrow, we're not going to be talking about how many more things you're going to have to give up. But instead, we're going to talk about mastering the bounce. Yeah. You're going to stumble. You're going to bumble. You're going to trip. You're going to fall. You are going to face plant. So you may as well get to know and master the bounce. All right. So to make sure you keep getting all these episodes, including how to master the bounce, go on down there, hit that subscribe button, drop us a 5-star review, right? And 5-star rating, and leave us a review. Give us some kind words. Give us some words for improvement. I have no problem with hearing words that say, hey, Tracy, you need to do this. I would like to hear more about that, because I'm really here to give value to you. And if you want to get to know us on a little more intimate level, a little more personally, come on over to the Dark Horse Tribe Facebook group. Join us in there. Go to facebook.com, and in that search bar on the upper left-hand side, if you're on the desktop, I'm not sure where it's at on the phone. I haven't looked recently. Search Dark Horse Tribe, 3 words. Press enter, and we should be right there on the top. Come on in, join us, and hang out with us. If for some reason that doesn't work for you, go to your favorite web browser, type in darkhorseschooling.com/darkhorsetribe, all one word, and that should take you right there. Look forward to meeting you inside the group. All right, you get out there, you run your race, you get your results, and let me hear about them in the group, or email them to me at Tracy@darkhorseschooling.com. And until then, I'm going to leave you as I always do. Think successfully and take action.
Thank you for listening to the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
And you know this!
Thanks for tuning in.
Check us out at www.darkhorseschooling.com.
All right.
My name is Tracy Brinkman.